Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. I would like to remind you that channelstv.com has more news for you, and on youtube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device via your browser or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from the respective stores. And besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos and news of happenings around you. Just install the app, tap and swipe to reveal the menu, then follow the instructions you find there. The people of Ofa and Erile in Kwara State have finally settled their age-long communal differences as the two communities have promised to work together for peace and unity. At a joint press conference in Ilorin, the two communities warned against violence and utterances capable of inflaming another crisis.
In the last 30 years, the people of Ofa and Erile have had 3 communal clashes resulting in deaths and loss of properties. The cause has been linked to boundary disputes. A non-governmental organization is hoping to help find a lasting solution to the clashes between these two communities, which have been interwoven over the years.
In recent history, one cannot mention Ofa or Erile without acknowledging the conflict between both communities. It is unfortunate that lives were lost and property were destroyed during the clash between both communities. A war that had no economic value but displaced many lives.
The Eleri of Erile, who thanks the convener of this press conference, pleads for understanding on both sides in order to achieve lasting peace, bearing in mind that several efforts had been made before now to settle the disputes.
This peace process is not easy to come by. Nobody can tell me that when we live here now, somebody will write somewhere there that, well, Erile of, you know, yes, peace had come. No. It will take some time. It's a gradual process.
The Olofa of Ofa is also represented here. The monarch gives a reassurance that the people are ready to embrace peace, just as it calls for the spirit of give and take between the two communities.
Only when there is peace, there can be progress and development. And that is what we in Ofa are ready to do, so that there will be development and progress in Ofa.
The state government is optimistic that a peace accord will fast-track economic growth in the disputed areas.
No nation can grow where there is no peace. And Ofa and Erile, they have to live together in peace. And it's only through peace that we need to move forward.
The commitment of the major parties to this peace process will be put to test in the coming days as both parties continue to tread with caution around the fragile peace.
To the judiciary now, a Lagos High Court sitting in Ikeja has adjourned sitting on the suit involving suspected kidnap kingpin Chukwudumeme Owomadike, also known as Evans, to June the 8th, pending a directive from the Chief Justice of Lagos State. Counsel to the accused person, Olukoya Ogungbeje, had written a letter to the Chief Judge requesting a transfer of the case from Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo. He stated that in December 2017, when judges were reshuffled, the Chief Judge ordered that only cases that had been partly heard should be taken by the judges to their new assignment. Ogungbeje explains that at that time, this trial had not started, but Justice Taiwo took the case with him. He also alleges that the judge admitted as evidence a document that had not been served on the defense by the prosecution. According to him, the judge also allegedly directed that a confessional video, which had not been admitted in evidence, be played in open court. The lawyer believes this may hamper his client's chance of getting a fair hearing. Evans is standing trial with co-defendants Victor Aduba on a 4-count charge of kidnapping Sobanus Afia and the unlawful possession of firearms. Away from the courts, Yobe Peace and Community Development Initiative, in partnership with the Northeast Regional Initiative, has organized a 4-day rally to sensitize the youths on the dangers of drug abuse. The coalition group held rallies in 3 communities in the state. They also organized a football-friendly game to further reach the people.
2 organizations focused on one goal: to enlighten the public on the dangers of illicit drugs. The Yobe Peace and Community Development Initiative is in partnership with the Northeast Regional Initiative, as both stage rallies in the communities of Buniyadi, Babangida and Jajere in Yobe State to push out the message on drug abuse.
We started with engaging the youth in sensitizing them on the effect of drug abuse. The youth have given us support, and they have all promised us that by the grace of God, a lot of them, they are going to go away from the substance abuse.
The love for football by both the young and old is used to draw out residents to play a friendly game as part of this campaign. The program manager, Yobe Peace and Community Development Initiative, is concerned that unchecked flow of illicit drugs in the Northeast can fuel violent extremism.
Youth, it's easy to persuade them when they are using drugs into this violent extremism. Some of them are joining VH, Boko Haram, and it's easy for them to join when they are using drugs. So that's why we and Neri see this thing as early warning. Then we came with this activity to sensitize them on the effect of drug abuse.
Yobe State has had its share of violent extremism. Its residents embrace this initiative.
This program is very, very good. In the other local governments, drug addicts came out to renounce drugs totally, and that's the purpose of it all. It further exposes the effects of drugs, which many people now avoid.
The insurgency in the Northeast region has forced many from their homes, creating a huge humanitarian situation in IDP camps. While families make a cautious return to their communities, they welcome the anti-illicit drug campaign as one of the ways to stop the violence.
The Cross River State government has flagged off the National Immunization Plus Days and the African Vaccination Week to ensure maximum protection from vaccine-preventable diseases. The initiative kicked off from the Cameroon returnees refugee camp in Ikom local government area with the vaccination of children and the donation of health kits to the refugees.
The African Vaccination Week is an initiative led and coordinated by the World Health Organization's Regional Office for Africa and implemented by member countries. It aims to strengthen immunization programs in the continent by increasing awareness on the right to be protected from vaccine-preventable diseases. In Cross River State, South Nigeria, the program kicked off at the Cameroonian refugee camp in Ikom local government area, which is set to be the home to thousands of refugees who seek solace. This began with the donation of health kits and consumables.
Okay, thank you. All right.
The state government gives an assurance of its resolve to catering to the health and physical needs of refugees, especially women and children.
We are choosing to make sure that we take care of you because you are coming from outside, take care of you so that you do not bring in anything or while you are here receive any infection. So that's why we are taking care of you and taking care of our own children of Cross River origin.
We're calling on all parents, whether you're rich or you're poor, you need to take your children to the nearest health facilities and get them immunized.
The refugees are grateful to the state government for its support, but are quick to reiterate that their needs go beyond health care.
Challenges our face is stop going to school, and now since there's no money to go to school, I've stopped going to school.
Food is our problem, and money to take care of ourselves, our children, our little children, and our wives.
With this year's message, Vaccines Work, Do Your Part, it is targeted at children in urban and rural areas to create positive statistics on the health needs across Africa.
Still ahead on the program, Kogi State health sector paralyzed following the strike action of the Joint Health Workers Union. Details when we come back.